Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? And I do mean everyone, including you. It is bitterly cold outside. For November, this is kind of scary. This morning I woke up, it was -5. Okay, that happens this time of the year, but it's not getting any warmer today. So I wanted something just to warm you up from the inside out. Now, I have to thank Penny today. This was her idea when we were talking in our Discord. If you want to join it, the link is down in the description. Please feel free. We have lots of fun in the room, all food minded people, lots of laughs, always a good time. She came out with the idea of a classic chicken pot pie. Now, I was going to do the little mini ones like you get in the cardboard box for 99 cents, but I want to take it up a notch. I want to make it better. I want to make it with real food. So, we're going to make a family size one. We're using a store-bought crust. It's real simple. Everything else, a lot of it you're going to have probably already in your house. So, let's jump into the kitchen. Let's get cooking. This is a quick, simple, easy dish. Anybody can do it. And it is so delicious. So, let's jump into the kitchen and let's get cooking. But before we do, I'm going to say this now. If you're new to the channel, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much more than you realize. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this video. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. So, let's jump, let's get into the kitchen, and let's start cooking. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are in the kitchen. And at last, we have a stove, one that works. So today, like I said, I want to make something really warm, comforting, perfect for those days where it's really nice during the day, but at night, if it's chilly, you just want that big warm hug. So we are going to make the classic chicken pot pie. This was an idea from one of our subscribers, so thank you ever so much. And with that being said, real simple. Paying like $2 for those little puny things that's all gummy, and you find maybe one piece of chicken in it. Well, we're going to make a really big one. I'm worried more about the filling than I am the crust, so I'm just using a store-bought crust for today's video. But it all starts off, of course, with chicken. We have 2 chicken breasts I've just diced into bite-sized pieces. We have some seasoning, got some onion salt, some thyme, black pepper. Not adding any salt to this because we are going to add a little bit of a bouillon cube. Now for that nice rich creamy sauce, we are going to use some cooking cream, 35% cooking cream. We have some butter slowly melting in our pan. And really that's about it. I'm going to throw in a splash of cayenne just because it's going to help bring out the other flavors, not just add heat. And we have some frozen peas. You can add whatever vegetables you like. I was going to go with the traditional peas and carrots, but 3 stores, none. Peas was the best I could do. So, we're just getting our butter melted here. One thing we will need once we get to the pastry part of it is, as you can see, it's just a frozen store-bought crust, tender flake. Because we're putting a wet filling in here, we have to par bake the crust just a little bit. So all you do is you take your fork, Oven's ready. And just poke some holes in it. What this does is it's just going to stop the bottom from bubbling up. So we have our pierced crust. This goes into the oven now for 10 minutes. It's just going to help, like I say, so we don't get that soggy bottom. My butter, don't know if you can hear that, is just starting to sizzle. So we're going to add our chicken. Now, while that's just starting, we're going to do a quick camera move so you can see what's going on. And there we go. You can now see our chicken is just starting. You can see I just cut into little bite-sized pieces. Of course, I have a big mouth, so they're bigger pieces. I want to know what I'm eating. While this is cooking, we're just going to season it up. And a couple of teaspoons of good old black pepper. Just about half a teaspoon of onion salt. To me, thyme is what really makes this dish. It adds that nice little bouquet that you want with your meal. And like I said, just a little shot. Maybe an eighth, not even an eighth, just a pinch of cayenne. I'm not even going to attempt to give that an amount because it was so negligible. I'm using a really big pan here just because when we have the cream, we want to have that space for it to thicken out. You don't need this size of a pan, but it works. We're going to keep an eye on our crust. Like I said, we just want it to set, really. Nothing more than that. Ooh, the pepper got me. Now that chicken's cooking really fast. What I have here is just an egg yolk stirred, just a little bit of water, and it's just so we have an egg wash. So at the end, we can just brush it onto our crust and make it all nice and golden brown. It's also going to help secure the top to the bottom. Our chicken here is browning really nicely. You just want to get some color on it. Get it mostly cooked all the way through. Because this is going to cook in the oven. I'll turn the heat down on this. Being a new stove, we're still kind of learning how it goes, temp-wise, and all that stuff. So we've got that color going there. We're all set as far as the cooking of the chicken goes, we're going to add approximately 1 cup of the heavy cooking cream. Now, as this cooks, it is going to thicken. Go. And we can always give it a small taste just for seasoning. Yum. Really nice. That thyme is really coming through. Now we're just going to add that half a chicken stock, because this stuff is really salty. We don't need a ton. Now, if you find your sauce is too thin, just heat it, just raise the temp a little bit more, and it will start to thicken. And if you really find it's too thin, add a little bit of flour, and that'll be fine. Now, I haven't added my peas yet. They take absolutely no time. They're going to be frozen. There's going to be ice in there. You're going to see. But it's all we have to do. I'm going to pull my crust out. It's only been in there for about 5 minutes, but that's 5 minutes is plenty. And as we can see, the crust just has a very slight golden tint to it. Our cream is coming to a boil, so we want to keep our eye on this. We don't want it to burn. Give ourselves another little taste for seasoning. Maybe we can add a little bit more of the chicken stock. Nope. It's absolutely perfect. It's got that saltiness. It's got the chicken flavor. And adding any more would just kill it. There's no other way of putting it. It could just destroy the flavor we've worked to make. So, we have all that. Next come our frozen peas. And that's going to cool it down, of course, almost right away, because we're adding little ice cubes into there. And this is our filling done. You don't have to worry about bringing those peas to like temperature or anything. It's done. So I'm going to spin the camera around. We're going to fill the crust and we'll get it in the oven. So one sec while we turn. So as you see, we have our lightly browned pie crust. And yes, you see a coffee can on the stove. It's because that is part of my tripod. I wanted to get this high enough that you could see what was going on. So using a slotted spoon, we are going to start filling that crust. I'm trying to be careful not to knock my tripod, so to speak. I'll make sure the chicken's in there evenly. I've put in a lot of peas. You can put in less, obviously, if you want. You can put whatever vegetables you want in there. I've done this with broccoli. I've done this with string beans even, because it's what I had. You can go with the classic peas and carrots. If you want, you could even toss a little cheese into that sauce. It works really well with a cream cheese, actually. I thought about doing that, but I want to keep this traditional. So we have everything in there. We're going to pour just enough sauce. Try and do this left-handed and backwards. You can see the sauce hasn't come up all the way. And we are going to cook this on another sheet because there might be some oil over. And now we take our egg wash. We're just going to go around the edge. If some gets in the crust, it doesn't matter. It's going to cook. This is going to help glue our top on. Now, when I bought this crust, it came 2 in a pack. So I'm actually using the second crust and using it as a top. Waste not, want not. We're just pushing this down so it all makes good contact. And if you want, you can do like me. I'm taking a fork, just sort of going along the edge a bit, helping to crimp this down. Trying not to go too hard, but we want it to stick together. We'll turn that pie because it's easier than... Now, you've seen I've done this in the past where we did a bottomless pot pie. In other words, no crust on the bottom. And we did with puff pastry. And that was really good. It was probably my favorite. Just going to poke some steam holes. It can be as fancy or as simple as you want with that. And then with our egg wash, once again, we're just going to give it a light coating on the top. Now, because everything is already cooked in here, we're really just cooking the crust. So it's going to be maybe 15-20 minutes at best. And just follow your pie dough's instructions. For me, it is 400 degrees. And they don't even give me a time. They say until golden brown. So, a little piece of chicken there popping up through the top, and that is fine. So, again, we're just going to do a quick camera change. So, here we have our pie. Nice egg wash on there. 400 degree oven. So we're going to put that towards the middle of the stove. 400 degrees, 10 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. We want it nice and golden brown. We don't want it black. So once this comes out, we are going to let it cool for a bit. It's got to set for about 10 minutes. That's going to be the hardest part because it's going to smell so good. When that comes out and we can cut a slice, of course, we will show you all how it looks and even more, how good it tastes. We'll see you all in a bit. And hello everyone and welcome back. It's been 14 minutes. Timer's just about to go off. Giving you a few peeks as it's cooking. So we're just waiting for that timer to go off. The smell in the house right now, the thyme, the buttery pastry, it's like so good. Cannot wait to pull this out. I don't think I'm going to be able to wait the 15 minutes to let it set. You guys know me. I have to dig in. 35 seconds left on that counter, and this is worse than the last few minutes of a pro sports game when you're waiting for your team to clinch the final. We're gonna get our spatula ready. Got a fork, a knife, I mean. It shows you how excited I am. I can't remember what things are called. We have our knife so we can cut into this. Few seconds to go. Come on. Don't know if you heard that or not. Love that sound. So we're gonna end that timer. Thought we said it. There we go. Timer's now off. And check this out. We have our golden, beautiful pie. Crust is perfect. I'm just gonna do a little spin around. And we are good. Took a quick few pictures there. What I'm going to do is we're going to pause. We're going to put the tripod back up and we're going to let you see cutting into this. All right, so this thing is piping hot. Let's cut into that crust. Nice and flaky. Helps if you have something to hold it with. Now you can see I made a bigger one. You can make smaller ones. You can make even little appetizer size ones. Whoa, that one's too big. Let's try another one. Try and get in there. There we go. Ho ho ho. Let's see. Oh. Beautiful chunks of chicken and everything. And well, you can see by the steam how hot this is. But you can see we have our beautiful chicken pot pie. Homemade from scratch in under what? Barely over 30 minutes. This is going to be so hot. Chicken's super tender. Lots of flavor. Get a bite with everything. We've got our peas, we've got our crust, with some sauce. Now you saw it was runny. It's because I didn't let it set. If you let it set, that'll firm up. So hot. I'll leave that in. So good. So hot. I had to stop the camera for a sec because there's words there I couldn't use on YouTube. But give this a go. You'll never buy one of those frozen pot pies again with that horrible gluey, gummy interior. I really hope you give this a try. I hope you like this video. Don't forget, please, like and subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I come out with new videos. Now that we have a stove again, there's going to be a lot more coming up soon. So, until then, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef, and we will see you all next time. Bye.